password as null. Right, now we have to implement the database connection. For that, I'm taking a variable called con, and there's a method MySQL underscore connect. You can see that that method takes some input parameters. First, the database name, DB host, and then the user, DB user, and then the password. And we have to, in here I'm doing some error handling. If this connection is failed, we have to give some error message, so we can implement like that error handling with this die method. And actually I did some mistake in here. This is actually not the database name, this is the host name, the host computer name. By default, it's, since we are running the server in our machine, it would be localhost, and this is the database name. We are going to specify the DB name now. Our DB is student, right, and we have to select the DB, the specified DB, by providing the DB name. We have that DB name in the variable $DB name, and the connection. And also we have to do some error handling in here. We have to use this die method for error handling, because since we are dealing with the MySQL database in these 2 points, it can be error prone programming code. Now first I'm going to demonstrate a select, how to do a we have to specify the SQL query here. I just use a simple query, select all from student details, right, and we have to execute the query and put that result into a PHP variable. Can execute the query with MySQL MySQL underscore query method, which takes two input parameters. One is string query. We have the query in the QRY variable, and we have to provide the connection to the database. Right. And in PHP, this now it's since it's a select query, it retrieve data from database, and they are retrieved as tables. So it's retrieved to programming side as an array. We have to do some formattings in order to display or in order to divide these data. So we have to use some method called MySQL underscore fetch underscore array, which takes two arguments as input. Actually it's one. It only takes the result we are getting from the database and fetching or doing some kind of formatting, and we have to put that into a separate variable. Now it's clear. Right. And just we have to I just output the result onto the screen. ID. You can access the row, and this is the column attribute of the table, one of column attribute, and I put a break to here, so then it's clear in output. And the time being, I just copy few of this and change this to column fields: SID, name, age, and address. Right. And finally we have to close the SQL connection. Right, perfect. We have closed the PHP tag. Now we have to run and check whether it's success or not. In order to run, we have to save this in